Hello everyone, Lord Battalion here, and today we are going to be playing Crusader Kings 3. Now this is basically a medieval politics simulator, essentially, and we are going to be playing as a king in the Byzantine Empire. Now that might seem English is hard, but I'm a Byzantine, so I'd assume it would be. That may seem confusing for some of you, because if I'm the king, I rule the country. You are wrong. The Emperor, or the Basileus, rules the Byzantine Empire. We have a small kingdom within that empire. The ranks in this game go counts, dukes, kings, emperors. And we are the second highest rank. We are a king. We are the king of Thessalonica, and we've taken some land before I started this recording to make it a little more interesting. We're also running some mods that'll increase kind of stuff that happens in this series. Now, as we are a king, we are second only to our emperor. So the goal of our playthrough, or one of the goals that we should have, is to become emperor of the Byzantine Empire. Now, when you zoom in, you can see the borders change. This is the different counts, duchies, and such within the Byzantine Empire. But we are all part of the same nation. This is just the internal stuff that happens. Now, we have a son, and we have a wife, and we look awesome in our armor. Our family is House Lazarus, and our motto is Destined for the Purple. Hopefully our king won't get, well, our emperor won't get concerned about that. Let's hope he doesn't. Now, first thing we're going to do in this playthrough is we are going to fabricate claims on some of our neighbors in Athens. See, all of Athens, we want to take that and add to our empire. Because even if we can't become emperor, we might as well declare our independence and then fight the Byzantine Empire to become the Byzantine Empire. Yes, very confusing, but it's a good plan, trust me, I'm a genius. Now, we have up here, you can see our soldier count. We have 1,363 soldiers. Oh, and the king is making us the spy master of the empire because he likes us. Oh, and we have deserters. Let's apprehend them. They'll be scrubbing latrines for months. And we just got a perk. Oh. We also just got a message from the emperor. Greetings, my amicable vassal. Good tidings, I have decided to make Duke Nikitas of Aegean Islands your vassal. Sure, my liege. We just gained all of the Aegean Islands duchy as part of our kingdom. That's surprising, but very fortunate, as we will now inherit their army, or they will fight for us. And our son is now asking us some very interesting questions. He's a very curious person. He has the trait curious. Now, as you see, people have traits which affect their skills and personalities. Now, I am a brilliant strategist and an unyielding defender. My wife is calm, vengeful, fickle, and an elusive shadow. And my son is just curious. Okay, what a weird family we are. Now, back to what I was saying. We have a perk, and we're going to put it into military perks. You see, military perks help, well, when you fight wars. And we plan to do that a little bit. Now, we are going to keep fabricating these claims for these counties in Athens. We are being raided. But we aren't being raided, our fellow vassals are. Oh, and our wife is pregnant. Hopefully it's a daughter or son. Really, it doesn't matter. If it's a son, we have another heir. If it's a daughter, we can marry her off to some distant duke and become allies. How many troops do the Aegean Islands? So we have 683 extra soldiers that we can call up if we need to, because the king gave us all of the Aegean. So we are going to continue fabricating claims for Athens. If we could gain Athens, our little kingdom would grow quite a lot. We already own a decent portion of the empire. And we have a son, Timotheus. Maybe we'll marry into some other Byzantine family so we can gain some allies in our quest for dominance over the empire's politics. Now, we have some money, but we don't have an insane amount of money. So we're gonna keep saving our money up until we have these claims. Right, we just bribed someone to make a claim on the county of Aetolia, and we are going to... Oh, we can pass a new law. We now have more control over our kingdom's internal politics. And we have another perk. So that will help. Now I'll try to explain what I'm doing in this game as much as possible, but it's a little difficult unless you play this game for yourself. But I'll do my best. Right now we're going to fabricate more claims for more lands. And then we'll fight a war against Athens. But they're allied to somebody over here in the Eastern Empire. Tricky. But if we could seize all of Athens, we would become extremely powerful. Our number of soldiers would definitely swell. Let's just wait till we have all these claims made. And we gained a level of fame, so we are now more distinguished in the eyes of our peers. And we got another claim. And we also can choose a bonus for our dynasty. Now, this is bonuses your entire family will get throughout the ages. And we are going to go for the House of Warriors, because our soldiers will be better. We will be a warrior house. We'll have to be if we want to seize lots of control within this empire. Now, we can also fabricate some more claims on the last place, Athens itself. Now, when that's done... Oh, we've just been appointed the Emperor's Master of Hunt as well. So we're in charge of all his hunts he organizes. The Emperor loves us. And the Emperor is also going to war with some tribes over to our west to try to seize land for the Empire. Well, all that means is we'll have more opportunities to steal land from other dukes and counts. And eventually we'll get so powerful that we might even declare independence from our king. Or our emperor, I should say. We have another son. I kinda need a daughter, so I can marry her off to some other duke. Because if I have all sons, these sons are going to inherit my kingdom, so... What I really want is one son, so that he inherits all my titles. But now I have 3 sons, and my titles will be split up equally when my guy dies. We may have to do some kinslaying at some point, but I don't think we need to be a crazy king right now. There's plenty of land to go around in the Kingdom of Thessalonica as of now. Things could change, but for now, I think it's fine. Hopefully our king bestows us with some more things. Athens still have their alliances? They do. let us try to seize Athens for ourselves. What? And the king just took away our rank as spy master. That wasn't very nice. Best be careful, your majesty. I'm not someone you want to make an enemy out of. Especially since I plan on seizing most of the Empire's territories from within. And one of our stewards just taught us how to do more math, so we're better at managing our finances. Well, that's pleasant. We've almost finished our claim. What's this? Oh, maybe that's why the Emperor took away our spy ship. He just made us the head marshal of all the Empire's armies. Well, that was nice. I guess I can forgive him for taking away my rank as spy master. I am a better king, anyway, at commanding armies. Now let's go to war with Athens. We have money. We can hire mercenaries if it gets too bad. Alright, we have an army. Let's go kill some Athenians. Our armies are on the march. We have to besiege land owned by the Athenians, and we also have to attack their armies. We will do all of that. Let's go kill their army, hopefully. We're gonna catch it in battle. The green number is our troops, the red one is theirs. Oh, we're definitely gonna win. We won that battle easily. So let's besiege their capital. The Barony of Athens. Oh dear. It looks like their allies are showing up with an 800-strong army. And they're going to be besieging one of our baronies. It'll take 4 months for that siege to end. 8 months for this fight. You know what we're gonna do? We are gonna look and see if there are any mercenaries for hire. Are there any mercenaries who'd be willing to lend us their services? There is, but they're not cheap, so we should probably be better off not hiring mercenaries at the moment. Let's just keep besieging Athens, and then we'll go deal with the enemy army besieging our land. If we can capture the Duke of Athens, we could force the war to end. Right, let's go fight this army. Let's hope we win. Because we really cannot afford to lose. Looks like we're winning. Oh. Losing a lot of men. But we won. And we have 1,000 men left. Oh, one of my knights was wounded. How sad. Let's go besiege more of Athens' baronies. Actually, let's go destroy their army, then we'll destroy more of their lands. Oh, we just captured their duke. So we're gonna force this peace treaty. We now own all of Athens. Now, if you capture the leader of a kingdom, usually in exchange for their release, you can order them to give you all you want in the peace treaties. So we just seized all of Athens, and we're gonna save that progress. We are now a very strong kingdom. What about the Duchy of Achaia? They have no allies and only 600 men. We're gonna send our patriarch to go and get some claims on that. And we didn't even have to hire mercenaries to win that war. And we are just seizing more and more of the empire for ourselves. Now, the Emperor has 4,000 men. We have 1,700 now. If we can take the entire Western Empire and maybe some of the Eastern Empire, we might be able to declare independence from the Emperor. What decisions do we have? If we were more holy, we could found a holy order, which is like the Knights Templar from history. Let's see if we live that long. And we can check our technology here, which is how innovative our people are. And we can't control that because we're not the overall emperor. We keep unlocking new skills for our military perks, so let's do that. And a ransom. One of our prisoners can be sold to his family for 30 gold. Let's do that. That's a good way to make money, ransoming people to their families. We're such an honorable family, the Lazaruses. We are the largest of the vassals in our kingdom. I am the great Italian Lazarus. And it will take a while until we have our claims. But we already have one claim done. But the next are going to take longer because we don't border them. This is going to take 3 years each for a claim, and we're not going to go to war until we can claim the entirety of Ekia. Because if we can seize that, we will be extremely powerful. We'll rule almost all of Greece, besides the Duchy of Celephone, who we don't want to fight because he's allied to some people. We have another son. This is starting to get bad. Starting to get bad. Because, again, it's split up between all of our sons we own. So, this isn't great. But we have 2,191 soldiers now, so we have almost half, or getting closer to half of what the Emperor has. He's conquering more land up near Serbia. That just gives us more opportunities to take land. So again, we're going to play nice enough with our fellow members of the Byzantine Empire, but not forever. Eventually we will declare our independence. And our wife is pregnant again. Hopefully it's a daughter this time. You'd never think you'd hear this from a medieval monarch, but I'm sick of having sons. Oh, our patriarch is having an affair with someone. He's part of the clergy. He's not supposed to do anything like that. Oh, we're gonna keep that knowledge in case he tries to betray us. We'll just hold that over his head. Threaten to expose him to the rest of the empire. Or we'll just arrest him. Finally, we have 2 daughters! Our wife had twins. Our family's growing. And when our daughters are of age, we can marry them to other dukes. And gain influence within the empire. And we're getting rather rich as well. So that'll help. Oh. There are rumors that my wife was unfaithful to me. I'm the father, surely. My wife would never betray me. Never. We just got more claims. We need 2 more claims, and then we'll go to war again. And in the meantime, we're getting better and better. Shady discussion. I am passing through the castle gardens for a morning walk when a soft breeze carried the voices of Arsenios and Andronicus to my ears. And they're both 2 of my knights, which are Hetairia. The 2 courtiers are talking to each other in a secluded spot nearby, frequently glancing around to make sure nobody is listening. While it is hard for me to make out most of their words from a distance, it is clear that the discussion relates to Count Leon. And I'm sure it's probably nothing important. We don't want to make our knights distrust us. In a scheme, my spy master has come to me with grave news. We do not know who. Someone is plotting to kill Andronicus. Maybe that's what they were discussing. I don't think we have any evidence right now, but we'll keep that in mind. I don't want to lose one of my faithful knights. What kind of king would I be if I let my knights be murdered? And our count is willing to give us one of his cities if he pays less taxes. Well, that doesn't make any sense because we're going to get the taxes. And our son has come of age. Look at him in his glorious armor. Our first son. How wonderful. And my people are unhappy about me trying to take over land. Well, they can deal with it. Another son, goodness sakes. Tonight, another event, incognito. Tonight I have stripped myself of every symbol signifying my rank to walk anonymously among my soldiers. It is a quiet evening, so when the argument breaks out, the words reach me loud and clear. An infantryman is trying to convince his commander, my vassal Mayor Constantius, of the advantages of an alternative strategy. Constantinius will hear none of it. As I approach, the infuriated man raises his fist. I will step in and protect the soldier. My training has served me well. A few moments later, I have Mayor Constantius in a firm arm lock. Let this be a lesson, I state loudly for everyone to hear. Your despot does not look kindly on close-minded fools, no matter their rank. The soldier beams with gratitude. Thank you, my lord. You will never know a more faithful service than Artemius Atrapius. And we're going to adopt that soldier's plans, because he seems like I can trust him. We're now strategists as well. Our son is of age, so I just realized something. Do any of these dukes happen to have a daughter of marrying age? Anybody? No? Not yet. Give it a minute. I'm sure we'll find somebody. Did the Emperor have any children worth marrying off? Okay. His daughter is 20, but she's already married. Dang it. And he's already betrothed his daughter to someone else. His other daughter. What about her? Everybody's already married. So we're gonna have to look for some random courtier or something. Anyone of marrying age? No. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to our son, and we're gonna have to find him a spouse. Now we have people all over the world. Who is this? The County of Lesbos. The Count of Lesbos is offering his daughter. Okay. Welcome to the family. Constantania. Or Constantina. Some of my counselors believe the job is theirs by right, blood, or influence alone. How wrong they are, I expect results, yet I am often disappointed. After a long day, I am complaining to Agne, my wife, when she interrupts me. Let me do something about it, husband. A few lessons might sharpen their wits. Give a few lessons to my steward. By the way, we have another son. This is getting bad. This is getting out of hand. Now as there are more of them. To nurture relationships between the next generation of rulers is a duty we should not neglect, says my wife. Some of your more influential vassals have children that I'm certain Vitalian would benefit from knowing. My son and heir will do fine on his own. He doesn't need friends. He just needs his father to teach him how to rule. I'm not overprotective. I'm just scared everyone's out to get him. Which isn't very wrong in medieval society. What's this? To whom it may concern, I have enclosed the incriminating documents. Let me reiterate that you are not to speak of this to anyone, not even my liege, the Emperor, is aware of that these exist, and it must stay that way. Signed, of Akia. We are not the people you should trust with your secrets, my friend, because we're about to invade you. I rub my throbbing temples as a functionary reads me the dozenth communique from Boeotia this year. Several such important fiefs have seen my control wane in recent months. A small tour of these remote lands, as is my God-given duty, could place them a little more firmly under my thumb. On the other hand, my spy master, Count Sabatios, has invited me to a private feast. I am obligated to go to that party. Sorry, other vassals, spy master is more important. I'm gonna be very blunt. He's just more important than you all. My spy master coming with great news. It is my wife. My wife is the one plotting to murder my knight. This cannot be. I'm sorry, my wife, but this is ridiculous. And the Pope has now said it's okay to do crusades. Okay. King Boris of Bulgaria likes us, and my other son is of age. But he's not gonna get a wife because I just need one son with the extra heirs. Oh, Bulgaria just had a piece of their kingdom break away. That might be something we can grab land from. The walls of Levadia. The delegation from Levadia slowly files out of my private chambers, our long meeting finally over. The petitioners beg for money to repair the crumbling walls of the holding, and have invoked my lordly duty to help them. I drum my fingers on a table, pondering whether to send them funds. Good fortifications are hideously expensive. Of course, if the walls are crumbling anyway, then I could always divert their existing stipend to more personal matters. We will care for our subjects. We will spend 70 gold to build them new walls. And we have another perk. We are a good one. Undisciplined recruits. Today I'm observing Count Sisios as he trains some of his new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganized mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to gain control of the situation, clearly pushed to his limits. While it's never easy to train new soldiers, he seriously needs to do better than this. I will cheer him up after the training is over. He needs to learn how to overcome his issues himself. The demands of a liege. Despot Battalion. I could not help but notice that no improvements have been made to Thessalonica for quite some time, even though you have clearly the means to undertake such endeavors. If you could lessen my other obligations, my lord. Yeah, we're not actually gonna make improvements to our capital just yet. We're saving the money for our wars. Don't tell the Emperor that. Yeah, we're going to war. Oh, who's he allied with? Luanas of Armagnac. Alright, we're gonna declare a war and save just in case this goes really bad. Okay, we are going to raise our army, our glorious soldiers, and we are going to march down to Achaia. Like the glorious army we have. And we're so fast because of our superior generalship. Catch them in battle and beat them. Aha, we won the battle. Now we will besiege their castles and take prisoners. Hopefully we will take the Duke prisoner. And all of Achaia will be ours. We are being besieged. We can march and deal with it shortly, though. Because in 30 days, the siege of this province is over. Corinth. We just took Corinth. Now we will march our armies to go deal with this besieging force before they can take our castle. Haha! I'm a superior general and I have a superior army. None can stand against, and they're trying to re-siege their castle. We can't let that happen. Now we're gonna ping-pong back and forth between the two armies. We're gonna win this battle. Now we're gonna march on their capital. Oh dear, and our emperor just declared a war on the Abbasid Caliphate. That's a big war. Luckily, we're not gonna get involved in it. Curse our obligations to our lord. We have an obligation to ourselves. I swear, do they honestly think I'm just going to let them re-siege Corinth? That's not how this works. There's something odd about my Hetairai Andronicus, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. Perhaps it is my imagination running amok. Nevertheless, that ominous feelings keep me up at night. Andronicus has a lot of problems surrounding him. Wife's trying to kill him and all kinds of stuff. I'm sure he's a good guy, so we're not going to do anything about it. We're just going to leave him alone and in peace. Because I don't see him doing anything wrong. We are going to take Patras. They are besieging Corinth again. I'm getting close to sending an army over there, because I am sick of this nonsense. In fact, we're going to split our army in half, and we are going to send one of our armies to Corinth. Half of our forces will stop the siege at Corinth while we siege Patras. And one of my Hetaira has been injured. How sad. My knights are so brave, rushing into the fray to defend their lord's honor. We are going to besiege these castles, and then the Duke of Achaia should hopefully die. Oh, one of our spy master died of old age. We're going to appoint this guy as the new spy master. Sieges are over, and they will accept a peace. We have sieged all of Achaia. We seized it all. Look at Thessalonica. Look how much land we own. How powerful our empire is becoming. Our king should start to live in fright, because we are becoming far too powerful of a vassal for him to control. The sun is shining and peasants are milling about the tourney hosted by my wife. All my Hetairae cheers my wife, announces the tournament in their honor, and for once I get to simply sit and watch. I'm not going to spend an entire tourney day stuck to a throne, however. I could give my son some pointers. This day is in our honor, my dear, or I too cheer my Hetairae. Let's try to give our son some pointers on combat. Hopefully that'll help him. And we have prisoners that can be ransomed. Someone will pay 65 for their family member. They'll pay 15 for her. I just earned a bunch of money. Titles can be created. The Kingdom of Hellas. We are now the King of Hellas. We are the Duke of Athens and the Duke of Achaia. We now have a bunch more titles, which comes with it lots of prestige, wealth, and more power. Meanwhile, our empire grows smaller. It's getting to the point where we may really wish to declare the independence from our liege. Our liege is still at war with the Abbasids. Surely now's the time. Surely we could rise up, fight against but betray our emperor, that's a tall order. I think we have no choice. We are going to declare our independence. Raise our armies. All forces, march. We will attempt to gain our independence this war. We will hire mercenaries if we must. Let's go besiege the capital lands. Let's besiege these lands. We're in a great war. Split our armies in half. Our emperor is still at war with the Abyssinians. So again, this is the perfect time to declare independence. We probably should have waited, actually. Hopefully this ends well for us. We can't dare take on Constantinople, though. So we're just going to patrol our lands until the Emperor comes a-knockin'. Because I'm sure the Emperor will come a-knockin'. Let's just keep sieging some lands and patrolling what we have. In fact, let's actually march on to battle. Let's get in that battle with these reinforcements quickly. We're winning. Slightly. Let's keep fighting. We must keep fighting for our independence from our liege. But our liege has almost won against the Abbasids. This may have been a mistake. Is the king a commander? The king is at Constantinople, but we could not dare besiege the city. Constantinople is one of the greatest cities of the ancient world. This is such a terrible idea, but if we win... Imagine the prestige and other things we'll get. We just have to keep besieging territories and trying to gain our independence. Our king just won the war against the Abbasids, so his whole army is gonna come a-knocking shortly, I think. Which would not be good. But I think he's dealing with other rebels, so this could be our chance. I wish to be independent, my liege. Come. Allow me my independence. I have been loyal. My lord, please. Have mercy, my lord. The king is not very happy with us, obviously. We just took something. And we have even more. You know what we need to do? We need to hire mercenaries. We have no choice. These guys look particularly ferocious. Let's hire them both. Let us get our great army together. We just lost the battle. Oh dear. Well, this is terrible. We have some more money. Could hire but one more band of mercenaries. Let us do it. Let us hire some more dreaded mercenaries to help us in our fight. In fact, I am personally leading one of the armies. If we can just beat the king's army, surely I am the better commander. Their army's running low on supply and is suffering attrition. Let's just keep hitting the enemy army. Oh, we're forced to retreat again. This war goes not very well for us. Oh, the king was just forced to retreat with a large force of his army. Let us attempt to attack him. Surely this time we'll win. Third time's the charm. Or not. Oh, and we were just wounded in battle. My emperor, please. Just give me my independence. I beg of you, my lord. We outnumber him now. Surely we can win. This is a terrible idea. But it's the only idea I have. We outnumber him greatly. Our armies are better. Let us catch him in battle. How are we losing? The Emperor is such a good fighter. Are there any more mercenaries we can hire? Yes, we can hire these dread warriors. Another 700 men. Let us go and defeat the Emperor finally. Maybe we'll get lucky and the Emperor will be captured. We're gonna lose again. We lost again. I am seriously wondering how we are losing these battles. I blame it on my incompetent generals. We have no choice. We have to keep fighting. We have to. We shall see. Well, everybody, I think that's a good place to leave the episode. In the next battle, as our armies march in to fight the liege, that battle will decide our independence. Will we win it, or will we be captured and executed by our emperor? Find out in the next episode. Till then, Ave Imperator, and Vale, my lovely viewers.